Alright, here we go. Right now I'm in town. One thing about this game that I like is it's freaking huge, man. Like, this game is enormous in size. You look like you start off the game over here. This is the tutorial island. Everything over here is blue zone, tier 1. And then kind of just explain how the game works. Apparently my audio bit rate is lower. See if I can adjust this. I haven't set up a stream in so long. Anyway, back to the map. Sorry about that. This map is huge. Like, once you finish the tutorial island, you go through these little areas and you do your little things, your little quests. The cool thing about the game is this, is like, you have quests on this island because it's teaching you what to do in the game. And then you pick a starting area, and there's like the Highland Cross. There's another one down here. I'm trying to remember where it is. There's one over here. That's a starting area. There's like one in each area of the map, like all the different continents. Like over here, this one, or the different biomes. There's one up here, I think, and one up here, a starting zone. And this little house right here, this is the starting zone for that area. But they kind of, each one has a little bit different resources and stuff, depending on what you want to do. But I sort of just picked one because I really didn't know. So I picked the one over here in Glenmore. But you break these down and you look, and like, the difficulty is basically off of the tier. Like, you start at tier 2, obviously you branch out to 3, 4, and you get up here to 5 and 6, and so on and so forth, to get harder stuff, harder continent areas and junk like that. And like, the gear is sort of directly related to where you're at. Like, if you're gonna get, I don't know exactly, but from everything I've seen, like, if you're in a tier 3 area and you're doing dungeons, it looks like that, a good drop in that area is a tier 3 item. But I started here, and like I said, I don't really know the advantages or disadvantages of each little biome. Like, some of the resources are different, but overall it doesn't really matter from what I've seen. It doesn't matter where you start, just pick some place you kind of like and go with it, So that's sort of the map, the different things on it. But here's the thing, this is just one continent right here. Like, there's a bigger continent up here, as you can see down here in the bottom right on the mini map. Like, this is where we're at, this area. That looks pretty big because you see all the little zones that you can go to. Each one of these little things is a full-size little map, like, it's a big area, or it's a town. It's either a zone to hunt in or gather resources or do whatever it is you're going to do in each one of these little nodes, or it's a town. So that's a lot of stuff right there. There's a lot of content to go through, honestly. You look at just that, that's a ton of things. But then if you back up and you look over here, this is an even bigger continent. It's even big. It's like twice or 3 times the size of that starter continent. This one is. And there's little bitty nodes everywhere for stuff. Like, there's so many different things. As you can see, it's higher tier, and that's like, these are black zones, which are full loot, full PvP zones. I think the way it works is, if you go back down here in the beginning area, you kind of got the blue zones. You basically, you can die. A monster can kill you, but you don't drop anything. You'll just stand back up after a while, and a player can't even attack you. And I want to say, like the yellow zones, this yellow region right here, I think maybe people can attack you, but you can't lose stuff. I'm not sure. And then once you get up into the red stuff, like, and the black, you get ganked pretty easily, I think. But as you can see, it's a crap ton of stuff. Like, Jesus Christ, like, you can play this game for no telling how long. What is this? That guy looks... See it? It's like a boss icon right there. I bet this is like some big raid boss or something. That looks pretty cool. It's tier 8. So yeah, I imagine that's not easy stuff. But anyway, enough of the map. The game's fucking enormous. You know, there's really no... And no, I wasn't seeing your chat. I don't know if there was a problem or what was going on, so... But... Here we go. Let me change my... Alright, I changed the interface or whatever. Maybe I can see the chats now. Maybe, we'll see. Alright, we should be good to go now. So anyway, what I've been doing, like you can do, like here's the skill tree. It looks kind of crazy, like it does, but it's really not that crazy after you look at it for a while. Like, you don't level up in this game. You know, like, you got your items here, and as you gain proficiency in, say, like, plate fighter, you know, I've worn plate armor, so I gained, and that's only, it's a 1 of 1. You see up here in the top left, it's a 1 of 1. When you get this, you can wear, you know, tier 2 plate armor or whatever. When you come down here, it specializes a little more, like plate helmets, plate chest piece, or plate boots. And then after that, think about this, I'm level 5 out of 100 in this. So each one of these has 100 levels you get from fame and such. And so you could wear any piece. Like, you don't have to just wear full plate. You could wear a plate chest and cloth armor, or you could wear leather boots and, you know, all cloth and some leather, or some plate and some leather, or whatever combination, you know. And you go down even further, there's more specialization, which gives you increased bonuses. Because there's different helmets. Like, there's plate helmets generally, plate armor, plate boots. And then you get down to, like, the specialized versions of them. There's, like, soldier plate helm, you know. And these are all plate helms. But it's knight helms, guardian helms, royal helms, graveyard helm, demon helms, judicator helms, and helmets of valor. Those are all plate helmets, but, like, they have different attributes about them. Like the difference in wearing like maybe leather or cloth or plate is this right here. Let me just show you this. If you look right here, all my skills down here, you can look at the bottom, right? And it's like you see these 3 swords right here at the bottom, the chest piece, a helmet, and boots. Well, those are actually my skills. So your skills come from the equipment you're wearing, and I'll show you how that works. Like I'm using a broadsword. Well, right here, you know, I'm going to get 3. I've got 3 sword things here, and it's going to take, you know, it shows you Q, W, and E. And on some of them, you have some diversity in what you want to use. Like I could use this heroic strike, or I could use this heroic cleave. And they each do a little different thing. Like this heroic strike attacks one person, and it gives you a heroic charge. Heroic cleave swings the sword sideways, and it attacks multiple people. It does a little less damage overall, but it can hit any amount of enemies. I'm pretty sure, yeah, all enemies in a 6-meter radius around you. So, you know, and it says if you hit at least one enemy, it creates 1 heroic charge. If you hit 3 enemies or more, you get 2 heroic charges. And that kind of works with like this mighty blow thing. You jump in the air and you hit them, and you can interrupt their casts. It increases your resistances, and it does more damage for each heroic charge you got. So like it only's got 3 charges, so you basically just hit them 3 times with this, and then you cast the mighty blow thing. And these skills are what pop up down here on the bottom. You've also got like chest piece, helmet, and your boots. If you look at my boots, like my boots have a passive or whatever, this thing. I could either be a courier. I could select it. You see, I can change it. It changes what it does. Like this gives 2.439% damage reduction. And this gives, I can carry more because your items in this game, like the amount you can carry is based on weight. All right, well, like my F ability, which is for my boots right here, it shows you F is the boot skill. Well, I can swap between it, like Wanderlust. Every second your movement speed increases by 10%, stacks up to 8 times. It'll last for 16 seconds. That's great for just sprinting away. And then I got Rejuvenating Sprint. I can pick which one I want to use. And so that's the difference in like, if this were cloth boots or leather boots, those abilities would be different. So that's kind of how you decide like how you want to play. I don't really know what they all are. I've just been wearing plate because I'm kind of playing a tank build. I'm wearing a broadsword. And you notice there's no offhand skill. Like this shield down here, this is a chest, a helmet, boots, and then 3 main weapon skills. And these are potions and food right over here. And this one on the far left is your mount. But all the attack and damaging skills are right here in the middle. You look at like a shield, like it doesn't have any skills. It just gives stats. So like I get more defense just by wearing a shield. So it doesn't give any stats. It's just kind of a whatever type item. But the helmet also has an ability. Like this one has stone skin, or I can use energy regain, which I don't really need. So I use the stone skin because it reduces damage that I take. So you kind of, and like these accessories, like you get a cape and you get a bag. The bag, it doesn't increase the amount of slots you have over here in your inventory. You've just got whatever you've got. But different things weigh different stuff, you know? Like if I was carrying a bunch of iron bars, they'd weigh a lot more than if I just had, you know, regular stuff, or if I picked up like plate armor, it's heavier. So this bag, really the only stat that I've seen that it even does is it increases your max carry load. Like by wearing this tier 4 Adepts bag, I can carry 76 more kilograms. So it's just to be able to carry heavier things. And the cape seems like it's only been like energy, max energy, and energy regeneration. And that's what you use to cast your abilities. And so everything else is like, yeah, it's got base stats that it helps you with. It's got quality here. Like this can be anywhere from normal to good to like, outstanding and then like masterpiece. And obviously, if the quality's higher, the stats on it are going to be higher. So it's a lot better. So that's kind of where you get the quality of each tier. But like to use these tiers, like I can only recently use this tier 4 broadsword, which I bought just a few minutes ago before I started streaming. And that was just from leveling up my broadsword. I was using a broadsword, so I was getting sword experience right here. Journeyman Warrior, it's 1 level. You get that, it lets you use these tier 2s, or excuse me, tier 3s when you get this. And then when you come on down, you know, I've got this because I'm using a shield fighter. And then I'm doing this because I've been using swords, so it's sword fighter. The interesting thing about this is like it tells you I'm level 5 out of 100 right up here in the left. Well, right here, like level 1, it shows like, okay, hey man, now you can use tier 4 broadsword, claymores, which is 2-handed, all these different kinds of weapons. I don't really know, and if you notice, like it'll show you right here, the broadsword's what I'm using. Well, it'll show you when you click a new one, some of the skills change. So like using the different weapons is what gives you different skills. I don't know exactly, I haven't played the game enough to know what's good and what's not. So I'm just using broadswords because they're pretty fun. And then like right here, it tells you as you level up, it tells you what you gain from leveling up. When I get level 10 in sword fighter, then I can use tier 5 swords, which is a huge jump in damage. So, and so on and so forth. And this goes all the way up to tier 100. Like we're talking like tier 8 Elder's Broadsword crap, you know, like really, really good stuff that I could use. And I get new skills and all that kind of stuff. And that's just sort of in sword fighting. That's for any sword. You have to level this up to be able to use higher tier swords. Well, then it comes down into specialization. Like all of these are swords. Some of them's 2-handed, some of them's 1-handed, some of them are dual wield, whatever it is. But this is the broadsword, which is what I've been using, specialization. And there's no like, hey, you get to use something new from this, but it just gives you basically raw damage for specializing in a broadsword. The passive on it for each level gives you 0.2 bonus to the item's power for all swords. That's all swords. And this is +2 bonus to item power for just broadswords. So if I'm using a broadsword and I've got this maxed out, then I'm going to have, you know, a couple hundred extra bonus damage for using the broadsword. But also, you get passive bonus power for all swords. So, like, if you wanted to use broadswords, eventually, you would want to use the other swords as well. Because you get passive bonus power for all swords. So, like, if you're gonna do this up here, just be a sword fighter, I guess you just kind of pick a sword you like, you use that till you max it, and then you go and you get another sword, and when you max that other type of sword, it's going to make the other one stronger. You're going to be stronger. You know, if I had max broadswords and then I maxed claymores, I'm going to do more damage with my broadsword with having max claymore also, because it gives plus 0.2 bonus to item power for all swords. So really, if you're going to use swords in the game, eventually you're going to max out every one of these. The Specialist, the Kingslayer, all the dual swords, everything. You're eventually going to want every one of these things max level. And I imagine that would take a long time because each one of them has 100 levels. So you're looking at what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 700 levels in swords you could get before you kind of go like, okay, I can't do any more damage with swords. Like, that's as strong as I'm ever going to be in a sword. So that's a lot to that. But down here in these specializations of these different, like soldier, like I'm wearing soldier stuff right now. I imagine that maybe there's different skills for these other ones. I don't know. And you can just sort of hop around and get the one you want. But what I've been doing so far Carlos and Ponce. Hello, how are you? What I've been doing so far in the game is I've just been going out to these maps, like tier 3 maps, tier 3 or tier 4. Most of my gear's tier 3. I just sold something on the marketplace. And you run around these maps, and there's different things you can do. Like, you can gather a number of stuff. Like, with the tier zones, like, it'll tell you, like, the zone I'm in or whatever. Where's it at? I'm gonna move my map. Here we go. Like, this slime hag is a tier 3 zone. So you can click that, and it's gonna tell you, like, alright, you can get wood in it that's tier 2 to tier 3. You can get leather in it that's tier 2 to 3. You can get, cloth in it that's tier 2 to 3. But there's no rock and there's no ore. So it gives you the information of these zones, and you can pretty well guess if you're in a tier 3 map, you're going to be able to get tier 3 resources. So what I've been doing is I've been running around. There's these things that randomly spawn on the map. They're called solo dungeons, and this is where I've made all my money so far. And keep in mind, like, I don't have a clue what I'm really doing. I've only got a few hours into the game, never played the game previously, so I'm a complete newbie to this. But I've been running around and looking for these dungeons. We find one here in just a second. I'll show it to you. Now, there's monsters out here. Like, don't get me wrong. There's monsters that I could be fighting. Like these little camps down here on the left, these little green things. Those are usually like little mini sort of camps. Like, there's monsters there or whatever for you to kill. So you can, like, run over there and look for them and fight them. But what is this guy? He's only a tier 2. And this is a tier 3 map. But he's only tier 2, so, like, I'm not going to get much from killing this guy. Like, I'm not even getting much experience. You look right there, the little, when I kill those things, I'm getting experience, right? It's popping up. And what this is that's 45 experience. And then it tells me, like, how much I got for this being a blue zone and how much I got for having premium. I've got premium right now because the game actually gives you a quest. You see up here on the left, I got 2 days worth of premium. The game will give you a quest in the very beginning that gives you 3 days worth of premium. So that way you can kind of get a taste and see what it's like. But these guys, they're only tier 2, and I really need to be fighting, like, at least tier 3 dudes. Tier 3 to tier 4 guys. So we may just go on up to this tier 4 map and look for some stuff. Yeah, I think we'll just go up here to this tier 4 map and look. It gives you a mount pretty early in the tutorial, but, like, this mount is, what is he? He's a tier 2. He's an old mule. So he's not that fast. There's a lot faster stuff in the game, but he moves pretty quick. It's better than walking, that's for sure. I'm not complaining. Old pack mule. Let's go. But see, I don't have, like, I can't mine or cut these trees down. I could if I had my axe, but in my inventory, I didn't bring any of my tools, so I can't do that. The reason for that is I was just trying to be light. I was trying to take all my weight off. Try to get up here to a little bit harder stuff so I might can actually get something from it. So the main thing is, like, in the markets, this game has a super realistic, like, market in it. I guess I'm saying the economy is really good in this game. It's not. I haven't seen like super inflated prices. Like I haven't seen things yet that I need to progress that I'm like, okay, I can't get that. You know what I mean? Like I haven't found things. I know in a lot of games you'll play and you'll be like, all right, here in 5 or 10 more levels, I can wear this, and then you go look for it on the marketplace and it costs like 4 billion gold, and you're like, I have no possibility of even being able to get that. And so it's a bit discouraging. But everything in this game, for example, like when I look to try to find like tier 4 weapons, I looked at how much they were and how much money I could make off playing in dungeons. What is this map? I don't know what these little swirly things are. There's a flag down here. I don't know what this is. I'm about to go check this out. I'm kind of curious. See that purple flag down here on this little spot in the bottom right hand side of my map? I don't know what that is. I'm going to go see. But I'm still in blue zones, so I don't have to worry about being killed. What is that? That's a tier 4. That's a tier 4 swordsman. So this is a good place. Yeah, this might be a good little place. There's zombies and skeletons all around. Look at this guy's horse. Man, look at his horse. That's a big horse. All right, so I'm off my horse, but I'm trying to let this... It gives you like a little cooldown when you get off your horse before you can use your skills, which I kind of don't like, but I think they do that to keep people from just riding the horse around, killing everything really fast. Kind of makes sense. So these things aren't too hard. Like, they're not too bad. And one thing I like about the combat in this is you'll see people cast. They'll cast things and you're able to actually dodge it. See, like these are giving me 48 and 50 silver each, and like this is a tier 4 monitor lizard. If I were to skin this guy, since he's tier 4, I would need at least, I think, tier 3 tools, like skinning tools, to be able to skin him. I don't have any, so I can't skin him. But he would, yeah, you need journeyman skinning knife or better, and I think that's tier 3. So, like, I could probably get tier 4 leather from that dude, which you can use to craft stuff. See, like, you could take the whole oh, yeah, I found me a dungeon. Here it is. See this green thing over here? These are player dungeons. They're solo dungeons. Boy, he kind of hurts. These solo dungeons over here is where the money is. This is what I've been doing to make money in this game. You find these little dungeons and they're random, like they're completely random. You don't know. They'll have like a certain tile set. They'll all look similar in certain zones or whatever. But what is going on here? These guys are on turrets. Oh, that stuns you if you get stuck and hit in that. Where are these guys at? See, that's my boot ability right there. It heals me. Oh, wait a minute. This guy. Get out of that. Oh. You gotta dodge this stuff. Alright, you stupid. There we go, I got them all. So you look like these guys are giving me 50 plus silver. And they're given a lot more experience when I kill them. One thing I like about this, and this right here, this R ability, that's your chest piece. That's the skill you get from your chest piece. Well, the plate armor has an ability called Mend Wounds, and it says as long as you're out of combat, you can use this spell to mend your wounds. It regenerates 4% health and energy per second for 12 seconds. So it's like, you just do this, and it's like, that's healing for a lot. I only got 1,691 health, and that's healing for 93 a pop. So it'll pretty much full heal you. That's the reason that I'm using plate chest armor. So, you know, there may be better things. I don't know. I have no idea what the other armor types give you. I don't know what those abilities are, but this one seems okay. No. These guys, I don't like these things. They're annoying. And these guys are all tier 4, so these guys are all tier 4, so they're not super easy. I was doing tier 3s, and then I upgraded my sword, and I kind of was like, all right, you know, I'm gonna go do some harder stuff. So this is me doing some harder stuff. And then I've got a skill on my shoes where I can hit F and run away, and it heals me. But I think I'm poisoned. Yeah, I am poisoned. And here's that mend wound skill. This is kind of like, think of this like bandaging in some of the old games I used to play. You would play a warrior type, and you would bandage when you were out of combat. You couldn't do it while you were fighting, I don't think. I don't remember. Played those old games a long time. But like, the combat's pretty entertaining in this game. It's not just, you have to be paying attention. You can't just like AFK beat something down, because if it starts casting these crazy abilities or whatever, then guess what? You're gonna get whooped pretty quick if you're not paying attention to them and dodging them. Like this ability I got right here, this Mighty Blow, it interrupts cast. So like if I catch somebody trying to cast something that takes a minute for them to cast, I can hit them with that, my E ability, the Mighty Blow, like this right there, and I just interrupted him. So I can cancel their abilities. You just got to watch for it. And, you know, if you've got the cooldown, then you do, and if you don't, you don't. Learning point reached. Broadsword combat specialist. Alright, so that means down here, I've got a learning point. Like, as I gain experience, I'll get learning points. And it takes 9 learning points for me to, I've only got 3 up here you can look at. It takes 9 for me to get to the next level. Or if I just gain this much experience, I think it'll go to the next level, which takes a while. So, yeah. But I've got enough experience now and leveled up enough that I'm decently strong for tier 3 to something like that, you know, tier 3, tier 4. I'm not terrible. And my armor actually is only tier 3. If I make good money from this dungeon, which we'll see, so far, I mean, like, what you get drops here is not where the big money is. The big money is on the bosses. And these dungeons will have mini bosses, and they are guarding chests and stuff. And so, they're guarding these chests, and you kill them and open the chest, you get like a crap ton of gold. Sometimes there's like bags of silver in there. Ooh, I need to get out of that. There's like bags of silver or whatever. And you open it, and I think it gives you, there's different tier. Like everything in this game is based off like tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, like the resources, the armors, the zones, you know, everything. So like if you get like tier 2 silver bags, I think they've got 1,000 silver in each one. And like earlier I did a dungeon and I got a stack of silver bags and I got like 6 out of one chest. So that was 6,000 silver, and that's a pretty good bit. Like 6,000 silver will almost buy you a tier 5 weapon, and that was out of one chest. So you can make money in the game. And, you know, apparently you get reputation for killing stuff. I don't know what rep does, so I'm kind of, if anybody watching this knows what rep does, explain it to me in the chat. See, I got this little symbol by my name now. I don't know what that means. I gotta kill this. This guy's a healer. What the crap? He's got a healing totem? He just summoned a healing totem. The enemies are getting more complex, harder. But I mean, they should. That's part of it. I don't want it to be super easy forever. And one thing I can say is starting this game out, it wasn't real easy. Like, it wasn't just, okay, here we go, let's beat everything down. A lot of games, when you play them, the first few areas or whatever is just simple. It's like you just walk through it and everything dies in a couple hits. But the first little dungeon that I ever came up on, and I think it was a tier 3, 2 or 3 or something, and I went in there and tried to fight it. That boss killed me like 5 times in a row. It was ridiculous. I was like, I can't even beat this guy. But after I beat him, I got enough money to kind of go upgrade my gear. What is that thing over there? I think it's a shrine. These dungeons will have shrine. Oh no, that's a mini boss, I think. Oh crap. Problem is, I got people up here. I wonder if I can get up here and get these guys without getting him. That's what we're going for. Yeah, let's do that. This is just not working good. It's time to go. Them guys healed every damn thing. Well, that was a pain in the ass. There's like 50,000 heals right there. What do you mean? The Brotherhood of Priests over here. Okay, I'm going to eat some carrot soup. Improves your health regeneration by 100% for 30 minutes. I'm going to eat some carrot soup because that'll give me more health regeneration. I might be able to tank through these guys. I got to kill that one. That's the one I got to kill. That's the one that has to die first. Yeah, if he dies, the others can die because he's the healer. I don't really care about the other guys. Alright, there we go. Got him. Now we're going to heal up and we're going to fight this mini boss. He'll probably be pretty hard, but hopefully. You know, what color is this thing? It's green. These little, like this is a chest or a something. I don't know. There's different things. Sometimes you'll find chests that give you like experience tombs, or they're called fame tombs or whatever. And what they do is they'll give you just a straight raw amount of fame, which is experience. Every time I say fame, just think experience. And for whatever it is you're wearing. But all these things, like these little things they guard, they'll have a glow over them. And if you see like a green one, it's common, blue's uncommon, purple is epic, and gold or orange, whatever it is, I say gold, is legendary, which means whatever color it is going to be better rewards in it. It doesn't mean that it's going to have a green item in it or it's going to have a blue item if it's blue. It doesn't necessarily mean that. It just means the tier of items in it are going to be better the higher the rarity. Like, that thing might not even have items in it. I don't know. It may have gold or gold sacks or something like that. I ain't never fought this guy before. His name's Big Spencer. Come on with it, Big Spencer. Now, he's not the main boss. He'll just be the mini boss. If I catch him on a like that, I interrupted him with my ability. Excuse me. You notice he gives a lot more experience. And all that kind of stuff. And then you get access. I leveled up my plate helmet and all that kind of stuff. See, level mastered plate boot fighter. So I just got that level. I didn't have to use any of my learning points. You can use these learning points that you get. You get so many every day, apparently, and like they can level stuff up quicker. You can level things up faster if you have more learning points. Like this right here, when it gets 29,000, I'll go to level 6. But if I had learning points, once I got to a certain point in it, I think it's right here. Maybe that's why that bar's there. When you get to that bar, you can use learning points on it and max the level on it. Go ahead and you get so many of these points every day, it basically lets you skip. What was that? What did that do? Fame gained from killing mobs increased by 50%. Oh, okay. I just got an experience boost. So basically, I killed that guy first round. I didn't even get any loot from it, but it's fine. Because now I'm going to be getting more fame, which is good because I need to level my stuff up. It's the name of the game. Typically, in these groups, you want to kill the archers and the casters first. And if there's a healer, obviously, you got to kill that first. Or they'll just heal all you people. Like you see a guy with a shield and a guy that's healing. Don't sit there and beat on the shield guy, obviously, because the healer will just heal him back up. I'm leveling up good now. I got this experience boost. I like this. It lasts for a pretty good while, too. A few more minutes. See, like with these sword abilities, like this heroic strike or whatever, every time I use it, I get one of these little swords floating around me. Well, each time I get a sword floating around me, it increases my damage. I can't remember if it increases damage or not. Each heroic charge increases your move and attack speed. So it makes me move faster. It makes me attack faster. So I get those heroic strikes or whatever. And then also, I can use the Mighty Blow. And if I got 3 stacks, it's going to do the max damage on them. And it hits for a lot harder. And it also consumes the heroic charges and converts them into higher damage. But it also gives you shield stack things. It makes these shields go around you because it increases your resistances by 64 for 3 seconds. So it's a good ability. You can tell this guy that I'm playing is like, you can tell that he's a tank. Like he's made to play a tank because his shield and sword and all that kind of stuff. He's definitely tankier. than probably other classes. I think these solo dungeons. See, it says learning point reached. That means I could use a learning point on it right now and level it up. But if I don't have learning points for today, if I've used all my daily learning points and I don't have any more, then I just level it up and it levels. It just takes longer. Yeah, I thought you might. I thought you'd probably like this game. That's the main reason I cut the stream on today, because I'm like, yeah, you'd want to see this one. That shit hurts. Those guys hurt. Okay, so in these solo dungeons, alright, see that chest over there? It's blue. That means that I got blue rewards. At least I've got, rare, uncommon. It's an uncommon chest. So even if it doesn't give me a piece of gear at all, like if it's nothing but money and stuff, like it's uncommon levels of it. Come on with it, Bluto. The guy reminds me of Bluto. Alright, we gotta heal up before we fight this boss, because he may be... I don't know this guy. I don't know if I fought him before. He might be an ass whooping waiting to happen. I don't know. We'll see. Alright, he's got a blue chest, though, so I'm coming for him. Get him out here where I can dodge good. Okay, that's new. Alright, come on then. Let's get away from that. Oh, nope, nope. Oh. Yeah, this fight, oh. Yeah, this guy's a little harder. I might have to pop my... Uh-oh. He's hulking up. Oh, I interrupted him. Ooh, boy, that was kind of close right there. Whoa. Alright, now I'm going to see what my goodies are. See what we got here. Oh, snap. Look at this. What is this? What we get? Alright. Beginner's bag of silver. Got 2 of this. What is this? A depth rune. A pulsing rune used to meld artifacts and enchant equipment. Now I ain't got a clue what these runes do. So, and I got some tier 5 good. I got tier 6 crap. Look at this. Master runes, estimated market value. It's only like 300, so I guess it's not super rare. Estimated market value 295. But this, look at this. Adept's bow. Item power 800. Why does it have this? What does this crystal mean? That's pretty serious. Cause my sword here only has 700. That's like 100 more than my sword. But what I don't understand is, what are these little gem things down here? I need to figure that out, because this guy's got one, whatever that may be. Looky there. Damn, that'll make you want to use bows. You find something good like it. This thing estimated market value is nearly 8,000 silver. Which I don't even think I can use this. No, I can't. I've got to use uncommon pine planks. Like, look at this, man. This thing might be worth a little bit of money. I don't know. Then when you, alright, well, that's the dungeon. So I made a little money. And see, here's my bags of silver. So I just use them. And it's like, here's 1,000 silver. Congratulations. Ever how many stacks it is what you get. So I made a few. When I sell this stuff, I'll probably have a little bit of money built up. That'd be alright. But what we do, instead of running back to town, because, like, I haven't found that there's any fast travel in the game. It's all old school. Like, you gotta move, you gotta run. Excuse me, you gotta run and find stuff. You don't just get to teleport around, from what I can see. Ooh, that was cool. Oh, easy now. Them things look pissed off. Look for another one of them dungeons. That's where your money is, in them dungeons. What is this? Hey, there's a, oh. That looks like a chest. That guy poisons you, I think. If you get that stuff on you. Alright. Those guys give pretty decent silver. But what I'm looking at, what is this? I don't even know what some of this stuff is. What is that? Can I get out of combat, please? Why am I still in combat? Cursed Swordsman. Okay, so they do drop gear. Regular monsters do drop gear. I just found a tier 2 helmet off that. What is it? This is like a chest or something. Yeah, it's a cursed chest. Alright, cool. I found that had 1,256 silver in it. And this tier 6 master rune, which I don't know. I mean, that may not be that valuable. I'm not sure. That's kind of cool. I didn't know you could find random chests and stuff around here. See, really, you can just run around the main zone that you're able to fight in and look for chests and zombie, or, you know, fight stuff to get experience and silver. And then if you find one of those dungeons, you go do the dungeon, because the dungeon seems to be where you really get your goods. I really like this game. I mean, if I'm just being honest, Like, I really like it. You got mounts and stuff, and you can get better mounts over time. Oh, found me a dungeon. It's dungeon time. I ain't been in one like this yet. This one's a little different. This is a castle. These guys got crossbows. Curious to see what all's in here. Morgana cultist. He's spawning demons. Oh man, when they die, they blow up. Luckily, I can kill this stuff. Think I need to kill this one first, maybe. From what? Oh, man, that's a lot of people. They're a little weaker, though, these alkalides. Oh, shit. She done summoned the library on my ass. I gotta go. See, that's one thing I like about these plate boots. When you wear plate boots, you get that rejuvenating sprint. So if you're about to die, it heals you 28 health a second for 3 seconds. So that heals you for, what's that? Somewhere around 70, 80 health. And you can haul ass and get away from there to keep you from dying. So if you're about to die, you can get in, do that. Alright. These books coming alive, I didn't know that was going to happen. I kind of got ganked by books. Which is totally not fair. Getting ganked by books because this whole place is full of books. Oh. Got a feeling that would have hurt. I wish I had something where I could. Oh my god, what is this guy? I don't know. This might be bad. Whatever. Let's go. Oh, you can't. No. You can't get in that lava. You gotta kite this guy backwards because you can't stand in that lava. What is this? Oh. If you step in that, I bet it hurts you. Yep. Oh, shit. That hurts bad. So, when you fight that dude, you gotta walk him backwards because he's making lava trails everywhere. And these things are everywhere. Oh, that's not good. He just trapped me. Come on with it. I don't care. Oh, wait a minute. He ran out of I ran out of his aggro range. collect all my goodies here. They don't, those little alkalite people, they're pretty weak, but they don't drop much silver, I noticed. You know, these things are a lot harder. I hate to see the boss here. Yep. Stupid books. This... Alright, this little spot, I'm about to do something here and show you what I was talking about. Alright, I'm about to swap my ability for heroic. This does 190 to one enemy. This does 148 to all enemies. So I'm about to swap the ability. It puts all my stuff on cooldown, sure. That's whatever. But I'm about to swap to that heroic cleave because there's a lot of enemies here. These stupid books are everywhere too. So I'm going to pull all these guys up, hit them with that heroic cleave, and it gets them all. That's why I like that heroic cleave for that reason. You can clear them all really fast. But the other one does a little more damage on single targets. But most of these are multiple groups of people. So, I don't know if I don't like using that heroic cleave better. Alright, something got to happen there. That's... Get out of the fire. This guy really hurts. Drink a potion. Oh, he reset. Dang it. I'll be able to kill him now, though. I got full health. I've noticed some of these dungeons I've been getting in now, they've got multiple levels. Like this place is called Hidden Sanctum, and that's just went to Hidden Sanctum 2 or whatever. Oh my god, what just happened here? Summon Spike Demon. You don't ever know what's about to happen over here, man. Oh, you can't stand in that stuff. That stuff hurts. It's no bueno. Alright. She's got a bird with her. She's got books. She's got everything. I will say this. I think maybe... Ooh. I think maybe the cleave... The heroic cleave might be better than the heroic strike, because the heroic strike only ever gives one heroic charge, whereas if you get a group and you hit them all, you pretty much can get multiple heroic charges out of that. And that's good because when you keep those heroic charges up, you get more damage on your shield, mighty blow or whatever. And 2, it makes your auto attacks faster. So if you're keeping those heroic charges up high all the time, then you're going to have maybe more overall DPS. I don't know. The problem is these guys can just stand in this fire for free, and I can't. And that's just not fair. They'll just stand back there in the fire and hide and shoot arrows at me. I don't know which way to go. Do I go up or I go down? Not sure. Go get this silver, though. I know that. Oh, yeah. That's either... Okay, this is, if you see this one, it's a tomb. You can't really see it. Like, it's a, yeah, you can now. It's a blue, it's got a book on it. That means that this thing is going to reward me with a tome. And the tome is going to give me, like, experience, basically, for whatever I'm using. So, like, in this case, I really want that because it helps me level my stuff up. So, here we go. Maybe I can kill these 2. Oh my god. This looks fair. My goodness. This is just not good. Like, what am I even watching right here? This is ridiculous. Oh, I gotta go. See, I died. Nice. And we sit here and we wait. We're back, but that, I don't know the... I gotta figure out the strategy for this. Maybe I kill the other guy first. I don't know. It's hard to say because the chick don't move. All right, here we go. Leroy Jenkins. Try this again. All right, I interrupted that one, which is good. All right, I killed one. So guess what, buddy? When I come back, y'all alone now. That's a little bit extreme. What is this, a tier 4 dungeon? I think tier 4. It's got 2 mini bosses in it. Like, what is this? Yeah, I interrupted him. He's actually easier to kill just because you can interrupt some of his stuff. But when he gets in this corner like this, he's not that easy to kill. Yeah, there we go. Alright, what do we get? So I got 5 beginners. These are tier 1 Tombs of Insight. It gives 1,000 combat fame for whatever gear you're wearing. So also, here's something to know. if I wanted to level up the gear, like I wanted to level up my proficiency, say like I decided one day I was like, you know what, I'm done with swords. I don't want to do it no more. I want to do crossbows, or I want to be a hammer fighter, or I want to be a mace fighter, or an axe fighter. I could just equip one, you know. Since I got this proficiency, the Journeyman Warrior, I can equip at least a tier 3 of any kind of weapon that I want, basically, that's in the warrior class. I can of like staffs and stuff, because that's something over here. It's like hunters and mages and stuff. But since I did this one, if I decided I wanted to level up axes or something, or hammers, like these, like they got different abilities, maybe I decide that I like that ability better or something, I don't know. Well, I could just equip a hammer. I can wear up to a tier 3 already because of this. And then I could go down and wear a hammer, or say an axe, and I could use all these tomes while I was wearing an axe, and it would give me experience in my axes instead of my swords. So it gives it to me in whatever I'm wearing, but I'm pretty dedicated to the sword idea so far, so that's what we're gonna go with. But he gets a stack of 5 of these, so I could just, that's 5,000 experience. That's a lot, actually. That's a lot of experience. So that was hard. It was kind of a pain to do, but it was worth. You know, I got a lot of goodies out of that. I think each one of them bosses gave me like around 1,000, and that chest gave me 5,000. Is the sound not working? Well, let me see here. Maybe the game definitely has sound, yes. You can get no sound? Maybe. Give me just a second and I'll reset my stream, and then I'll check my bitrate. I didn't know it wasn't making any sound. I wish you'd told me that, 73 minutes ago. Let me see. Well, I didn't even realize it sure ain't got sound, does it? I didn't check it. Well, some bitch. YouTube did something when I launched the stream. It said something about it said something about my, let me see if I can fix it here without ending the stream. I'm not positive, but there was something it told me about like the audio, and I didn't know that it wasn't playing audio, but it said something along the lines of my bitrate. So maybe, all right, I think I'm gonna have to end the stream real quick, but what I'll do is I'll end my stream. I'll stand right where I'm at. I won't go anywhere or anything, and then I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna redo my bitrate settings on my audio and see if I can't get the sound right so that it's picking up properly on YouTube. So just give me just a second. I'll be right back. I'm gonna stop the stream.